right. How many out there know me personally? Okay, for those of you who do not, I'm a really nice guy, and I want to enroll you in a couple things here in my remarks today. So those who know me, you don't have any escape. I'm going to ask you to do a few things, and I just need you to comply. Will you all agree in advance to do that? All right. So I want to say thank you to Lisa Chick, the Alliance, my bosses, the school board, all of you who are community supporters of Seattle Public Schools. We have a mighty task in front of us, an admirable task, an honorable task to really create the conditions for our students to thrive. You all being here today is a step forward in your interest and your commitment to making sure Seattle Schools has the right resources and the right context for us to have a very successful school year. And so a couple things just to set the context. You may have heard SPS is facing a financial crisis. We had a $131 million challenge last year. We got over that hump. We have a $105 million challenge this year. We will get over that hump. We have a challenge with making sure our school environments are safe. We have a challenge with making sure that we have racial equity and inclusion that's commonplace across our schools. We have to make sure that our families have access to information and the agency to make sure that their students are thriving. Those are all challenges in front of us, but there are also opportunities. We are in a position now to claim Seattle Public Schools as our school district. So I want to challenge everyone to stop saying the district and saying our district. So let's do it. Let's practice that one time. Instead of saying Seattle School, the district, when you're mad at Seattle Schools, you're mad at yourself because it's our district. So on the count of three, let's just say our district. 1, 2, 3. All right, you all now made a commitment. This journey is very personal to me. As Lisa mentioned, I grew up in Seattle Public Schools as a son of a teacher in the Seattle Public Schools. I'm a parent of a graduate of Seattle Public Schools, and I matriculated through the Seattle Public School system, and I attribute my success, my learning to the teachers and the principals and the staff that helped me glide through this thing called schooling. I was part of the desegregation class of 1977, and so I got to experience a lot of what's going on. There's also those experiences that have shaped me in understanding what we need to do to create the conditions to thrive. And as we look at this journey that we're on right now, I want to remind you that there is nothing wrong with our students. Our students are brilliant. They bring their gifts to the table. They have agency. They're intellectually sharp. They're talented. It's up to us to create the conditions for them to thrive. So when we are not fulfilling our mission, it's not around students being not capable. I hold all of our students capable. It's us as the adults in this room right here and outside this room to create the conditions to make sure the system moves in a way that we create student outcomes so our students are not just getting by, but they're thriving. Will you all sign on to that mission? Okay. So we've gone through a racial reckoning. We've gone through a pandemic, which is now an endemic. We've gotten, I think, to the other side. We're dealing with a new normal now. And we need to stay woke, but also do the work. We need to stay woke, but also do the work. If we are on the sidelines admiring what's happening and describing what's happening without getting in there and making a contribution, let's be reflective about that. It's now time for us to take a charge to find ways to add value, find ways to bring efficacy to our schools and our classrooms. It is that time now. AI is here. We have more access to information than ever. We have predictive analytics. We can understand the problems. Now it's time for us to have a collective impact. So I'm asking you all to enroll in this idea of us coming together to make our school system one that we can be proud of in Seattle, that we embrace as our own. How do we go from this moment that we've gotten to the other side to momentum, to a movement. I think it is that time that we're in right now. We know that affordability, safety, basic needs, the endemic, synthetic drugs, information overload, we know those are present in our environment right now. But I challenge us to find creative and innovative ways to get over those humps, to consider them in what we're doing so that we can make sure, again, we create the conditions for our students to thrive. It's time to reimagine what a school system could be like, where we have students that are joyous, and we have adults that are feeling like their contributions are meaningful, that we have teachers that have the right resources, that we have this system of well-resourced schools where programs and services and how we're using building spaces are beyond our wildest dreams in terms of what we can actually do. It is that time right now. So I'm asking for all the players, all the stakeholders to get in the room, to get in many rooms and figure it out. This is our time. We actually have the resources, we have the intellect, we have the innovation, we have the tools to get us over the hump. I am tired of hearing the critiques of Seattle Public Schools. I am tired of the criticism of Seattle Public Schools. There is greatness happening every single day, and I need you all to find those, be champions of those, and continue to push us forward so that the community understands it's our school district. So today we have Alice. Thank you. Today we have Alice, Alicia, and Dr. Torres that are going to talk to us. That is the nexus of philanthropy, corporate sector, and the school district. That's what we need to see as commonplace, coming together, talking about the issues, interrogating the problems, but more importantly, coming up with solutions. So let's let this moment, this luncheon, be catalytic for us to understand what do we need to do to take the next step. Let's stop admiring the challenges. Let's start being solution-oriented. I think it's our time to really thrust us into a new era. I am committed to this school district, as most of you are. Now it's our time to move to the next side. So with that said, let's have this catalytic moment. Let's turn the corner. Let's welcome Alicia, Alice, and Rocky into the space so that they can give us new knowledge that we can take going forward. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the next phase of this luncheon, and I appreciate all of you in advance for signing up to be part of our district and not the district. Thank you so much.